Coach, this is the city, Los Angeles, California. That's where we are for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Seattle Seahawks and the Los Angeles Rams. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go! There. He's crashing. Well.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. They are in a zone. Remember, folks, 4 interceptions for this defense a week ago. First drive, make it number 5.
And the focal point will be the people who pick the ball out of the air. But let's not forget, to make that happen, it has to be an excellent pass rush, terrific coverage where they are plastered to the receivers, and then, of course, taking it away, making the catch, and going in the other direction.
Touchdown, LA! A great effort there. 85 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. They run. Devontae Freeman. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Now it's Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
Watch the edge. Check. Maverick.
6-6, pull it high. Orange. Hey, zoom.
On 1st and 10, Goff. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle, it doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Gone. Now that'll be caught by Cup. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1.
Back. Check 37. Maverick wall. Check 9.
They'll try the left side. Akers. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
The best offensive lines I know, they hang together and they don't really make a distinction. The right side of this offensive line, they may ask for a raise after that one because without them, that first down doesn't happen.
Mike 5-4.
Hey, Charlie.
Watch out. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Cut. Super. Mike 54.
Now Goff on first down. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
Tiger. Value three.
You draw Corker. Hey, Alpha.
Right there. 54, right there. 54, Mike. Shell.
From the red zone now, Goff. Flush to his right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Goff now looks to throw. Open man right side is cut, complete. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Cooper Kupp, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on them.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. Flushed out right. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Samson Ebukam able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This is brought in at the 21. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
So they move from 136 over to the other as they come up on 1st down.
Push him back. Whip, 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 whip.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Move. We got 3. We got 3, fellas. We got 3. Tighten up. Tighten up. Tighten up.
80 weapons. 14. 14.
From the 31, Goff under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch that.
Out of the gun, Goff. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant to the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. The 55-yard attempt, normally you'd say well within his range. Little surprised he came up short.
And he knew it immediately, didn't he? They are so calibrated, aren't they? They can tell the touch, the feel. When they put the foot to the ball, whether it's going to be good or not, he knew immediately he didn't have that one.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. This is caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett. His 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Jason Myers now for the extra point. Oh, and it's no good. He tugged it wide left, and that will keep our score right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Let's go.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Rams strike quickly here for 6 points. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is up to 15 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Go!
At their own 30-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. This is Freeman. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 7, Wilson. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I'm filing it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
Hey, 0-0-0.
Now it's Wilson. Steps away to his left. Now he's going to send this one deep right side. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by David Long. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
Hey, 180.
Mike 54. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Check 24. Check 24. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Check 3. Check 3. Check 3. Check 3. Check 3. Check 3. Check the backer. Check the backer.
On first down, Akers. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. Eluding the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Goff. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Jared Goff with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Escaping the pressure right. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Monte Nicholson picks it, and he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Goff now looking to throw. That's into the hands of Reynolds. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Give him 32 on the play.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Here we go. Mike 20.
Mike's by 4.
I'm on. Value 1.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Man, I got you. Man, I got you.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Jared Goff. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
Touch 50, touch 50.
We ain't beginning to tear you up. Don't get nervous.
From the 25 on second down. Wilson nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here.
Check.
Hey, alert.
Crunch.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Hold on.
Goff now to throw. They'll roll, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They can't stop Bruce Irvin there as he slips in for the sack. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long.
Hey, 5. Here we go, coach.
A shotgun snap for Goff. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And he's got his guys set up great now. 1st and goal. And the Pigs get at the 7-yard line.
Well, that's a down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him. Sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did. Yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Give him 3 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Mike, check. 59. Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on. Watch out.
Throwing is Wilson. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker. Because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there.
I'll go special.
On 3rd and goal, Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald able to record his 5th sack of the season.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Tyler Lockett, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Now Wilson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day at camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A loss of 8 that time, and it brings up third down. Well, that second down completion, something of a disaster, and now they're left with 3rd and long.
Hey, echo.
57's the mic. Watch 57. I got you. I got you, son. I got you. You're all mine. You're all mine, baby.
Value 1.
57. 57.
To throw is gone. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Robert Woods, the intended receiver that time. And that'll bring up second down.
Tonight, 20.
57's the mic.
5.
To the air again. Goff. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half.
Hey, check Mike.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as a tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 34-yard line. Goff now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Bravo.
57. Mike, 57. Get your swerve on. 57's Mike. Mike.
Again, Goff. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. They'll run on first down. Akers. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Shaquille Griffin in on the stop defensively.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense get a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. From the 16, Goff flush to his right. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Robert Woods, his first touchdown here of the new campaign as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point right down the middle. Back now in Los Angeles, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
14.
They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. From the 30 on second down, Wilson nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Here's Wilson rolling to his right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 30. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
50 seconds to mine. 50 seconds.
They'll keep it on the ground. Akers, they're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. They'll try the left side. Akers. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And that's caught inside the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. It's a big play there for Seattle. 46 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Flushed out right. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
14, got it. Let's go double count right here.
Play action. It's Wilson. It's caught. Lockett. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Tyler Lockett, 28 yards. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. Well, yes, that's his 3rd touchdown catch, which is very impressive, but on the scoreboard, they're still struggling.
So safe to say that without him, my goodness, yikes, they are in major league trouble. He's doing his best to try and keep them in the game.
Now Myers for the extra point. And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
No, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, you know, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that, you know, a team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now was dominating and kicking around a team who had been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right? As the analyst, you got to fill that time.
You've got to know what's going on out there and how it all happened.
Well, obviously, that begs the question, what game was it?
That was Seattle hosting Los Angeles, the Rams.
Yeah.
Their second meeting of the season, and the Rams turned it around from their first one and blew out the Seahawks.
On second down, Akers. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
They'll try the left side. Akers. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for L.A., it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for Seattle, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.